All right, y'all, here we are. Be back again with another one. I'm going to try and record a couple videos today and release them over the next few weeks. So today we are obviously, we're going to get into that Dragon Dogma 2 gameplay overview. You know what I'm saying? If you know, which you probably don't, but on my channel, I have been going through a playthrough of Dragon's Dogma 1. It's been on a bit of a hiatus just because I've run into some editing issues where my audio isn't recorded, so I'm going to go through and overdub some audio while I'm playing just to fill in those kind of empty episodes and then get back on track with when my audio is working, because I just didn't unmute my mic for about 4 or 5 episodes. So that's kind of just on my daunting things to do, you know what I mean? So thought might as well. Let's get into this. You know what I'm saying? So let me share this up. Add to stage, baby. Let's get it. Oh, what the heck? Come on. What are we doing? There we go. All right. So let's see where we're at. See if we should have audio. Should have audio and everything. So yeah, Dragon's Dogma came out like probably more than 10 years ago now, I think. It was made by the same guys who did Shadow of the Colossus, which was a pretty groundbreaking game on PlayStation 2, where you were basically just one lonely warrior fighting these giant colossus things that were just like almost like ancient kaiju type creatures that were just massive and huge, and the scale was just like just made you feel, I don't know, you know that feeling in a video game when you're just kind of going through and suddenly you come across something that's just bigger than, like, you know what I mean. I mean, if you play games, you've probably had that experience, whether it's, giant worms in No Man's Sky or just kind of anything along those lines. But Shadow of the Colossus is kind of along those. You had to scale these massive creatures and find their weak spots and all that kind of stuff, which from some of the clips I've glimpsed out of this, they're kind of bringing it back, which is really cool, which has always kind of been a theme within Dragon's Dogma, to like have more choice and more independence and stuff like that, just to how you take on the foes and tasks or problems you need to solve within the game elements, right? So let's hopefully we don't get struck or anything. Let's just see how we can do, right? All right, let's get. Ooh, baby. Okay. Oh, Grigori. Oh, Greg. What up?
Hello, everyone.
I'm
Hideaki Itsuno, the director of Dragon's Dogma 2.
All right.
I'm the producer, Yoshiaki Hirabayashi.
Yeah.
Dragon's Dogma 2 is a narrative-driven action RPG set in an immersive fantasy world designed to place player choice at the heart of the gameplay experience.
That's exactly it,
Today,
baby.
We'll present you with
Player's
the latest
choice.
news on Dragon's Dogma 2. First, check this out.
Okay, what do we got? Oh, man.
At last!
What do we got?
The bell has tolled on the age of the console.
Let's just say already, like, I don't know, man. It's just, those guys are straight business. I know it might be like just the manners or the cultural manners or whatever, but I mean, when you're just like, what up, dog? Check out my dope hoodie. Let the game speak for itself. Let it talk. So let's let it talk, shall we? Graphics improved quite well.
Return!
Lighting looking, damn, look at the shine.
Sovereign.
What do we got? Huh. Yo, Capcom. Capcom, let's go, baby. Shouts out.
Welcome, Arisen.
I'm guessing that's a pawn.
Pawns have long awaited your arrival.
Oh yeah, got that Riftstone action. What? So this, I've heard this is an element they've added into the game where it's a whole other, like, that was the one thing with like Dragon's Dogma 1. It's a great game and everything, but the world did feel like, just how older games worlds felt. Like there wasn't a lot of tech or AI or whatever it is to create all these other things. So seems like they're adding a whole other cultural element into the game which might introduce some really cool kind of aspects or choices in how the players kind of divulge into the game. Well, that's what I hope, at least, unless it's all just BS for nothing. But you'd think. But let's go.
We ask that all be spared the horrors of the fell dragon.
Let's go. The fell dragon. Wait, she say? She said the fell dragon. Do I have captions on this?
From this moment forth,
Okay.
thou art arisen.
Yeah. Oh,
Charge
get out of there. One boy stole art. Oh, wait, what?
Here's my chance.
What? Yo, is that a new?
gentle.
What the? Look at these beasts. What? Look at that. Yo, they got. See, I was afraid they were just gonna bring back all of the same creatures. All the creatures were dope they had in the first one, but their variety wasn't enough. So you would end up fighting like, you'd fight like 5 chimeras on your way to one mission. You know what I mean? And they'd always spawn back in the same places, so you'd know they'd always be kind of roaming around in those areas. So you'd always have to kind of watch your back for a giant triple-headed beast that would just jump out of nowhere and swat you in the back. It's fun. I mean, I can't lie, it was fun, but a little variety would have been nice. I mean, everyone's getting stoned off that, right? You stoners know where it's at.
Chance.
If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here?
So who is this? And what is that in his chest? What?
When 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found.
Pitiable Arisen.
Gregory! Oh, Greg!
Why?
Whoa! What is that? What is that? It's like a minotaur? Bruh. Why dost thou fight? Because we must.
Dost thou fight?
Arisen.
Okay, so this is a pawn. For anyone who doesn't know, just quickly, pawns are basically just like otherworldly entities that are like just from a rift in the dimension. They're like chosen helpers within this world that help the Arisen, and basically you each person gets one. You can customize them at the beginning, customize them as you go through. I usually make my character like the full warrior with the giant sword because I like that berserk style action. You know what I'm saying? But then I'll make my usually I make my pawn like usually a magic wielder or something like that, just to kind of give you that healing factor and that benefit of just like it's handy, bro. Like some of my gameplay playthroughs, I named my pawn Ant in the first one, and once you get up to those like high spells and stuff like that, it's just crazy the shit they do. Like homeboy just whips out like shadow whips and he'll bring flames up from the ground. It's just like intense. Like makes the battles really awesome. So
You need only believe in your own.
Oh, that's scary.
Arisen.
What?
Show me.
Hold up. Wait. No. See. What is that happening? Shadow the Colossus coming in. Bro, for real though. I gotta get like this is gonna be so long, but they're doing it.
The path thou wouldst.
What?
If ye intend to do what I could not, and fell the dragon
Oh,
tree,
Jill, there isn't.
I would gladly pass all the wisdom I possess into your hands.
March 22nd, 2024. There we go. I got 4 months to get a new Xbox, folks. I got 4 months to get a new Xbox. And that was crazy. So that was the past Arisen. So basically every Arisen comes into the world, and it's like the cycle of this reality where the Arisen comes, he must fell the dragon to get his heart back. And if you don't, then, you know, you're doomed. Like that guy in the robes, I think he was the old Arisen. He failed. So he made like that. I wonder why they say that for the end of the thing. Because what I'm getting so far is that someone basically forced their rule with this guy. I'm guessing like a false Arisen. He's just rocking around like he's Iron Man, bro. That's not what it's like. You just got a scar. You don't glow unless you glow now from the chest, which was never a thing. Dang. Okay. This? What the heck is this, though? This is brand new. Whatever this is, this giant. Okay, we went a little far ahead, so let's continue.
How was that?
Bruh.
We're excited to finally be able to reveal the release date for Dragon's Dogma 2.
That was so dope.
First, let's go over what you just saw.
Yes, let's. Oh, man.
Emerging suddenly from the sea, we meet the giant Talos, who appears for the first time in this game, and who you will have to figure out how to stop.
Well, obviously you hit. Like, you'll have to figure out how to stop it. Well, it's probably these weird things that are all over him. You know what I mean? Like whatever. It's usually how video games go.
We've prepared some additional gameplay footage of Talos, so take a look.
All right. Bro, that's going to be so intense. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, right. No, he's going right through it. Oh, bro. And I wonder if you defeat him before that, if you could save that. And I wonder what the repercussions are if you don't. You know what I mean? If he goes through and just destroys a bunch of stuff, is it destroyed forever? Like what?
Being of such size.
Oh, homeboys are just jumping. Let's go. You gotta love a good pawn, man. Pawns are just ready to fight in action. Let's go. Oh yes.
I cannot.
Scaling in this game, the climbing. I mean, from that height, that's scary because I don't know his stamina or anything because it's all based on how much stamina you got. But let's see.
Not but fear will bring ruin
So he's gonna go
wherever
for
it treads.
bloody crystallized chonk. Yeah, so everyone's going for those.
We shall halt it together.
All right. Yeah, just do your light attacks. So you don't. Yeah. Okay. And is he? Oh my gosh. So this was always something back in the day that people wished for, was like the harpies, which are kind of the bird enemies in the game. They kind of wish that you could ride them and go up to different places, but I guess now they made it so you actually, it's a
It
part
seems
of
to me
the
there are plenty of places our
part
feet
of it
might
now,
find
you know what I'm
purchase on
saying?
its hulking prey.
That one tried to grab him.
Let us do whatever we
So he's
can
kind of
to
steering
slow
it.
down.
Oh, right onto its head,
Might
bro. Yeah,
prove futile,
right.
But it is better than watching on in despair.
Those are the pawns talking, kind of giving you advice as you go. If you're renting, oh, look at all that chonking out, jeepers. But if you're getting other people's pawns from online, if you're playing online, because you basically like hire other pawns to fill out your party, if they've done stuff like this that you haven't done, they will literally like give you assistance. They will have more knowledge than you
A
in what they're
puppet
doing.
with a pawn shop for destruction is a nuisance nobody asked for.
Yeah.
Let us be rid of it.
All right.
Indeed. And where is it bound, I wonder?
Okay.
Left unhindered, will trample the world entire.
Yep.
But not on ours.
Jeez.
Let us attack with the full sum of our strength. We must
We
try
got
to
my
delay
glasses
its
to it.
course by any means.
Oh no. Whoa, no way. Is he gonna? Yo. Oh. Wow.
As you can see, you'll be able to enjoy a variety
Go.
of combat experiences depending on how you choose to tackle each situation. Keep your eyes peeled for more on Talos and its role.
Oh my gosh. All right, let's get into the story overview because that was just Talos. Like, let's go. That's straight Shadow of the Colossus. They straight up just bring it right back. All right.
Dragon's Dogma is a tale of the Arisen, whose
Yep.
heart is taken by the dragon.
Yep.
While this sequel mirrors the world setting of the first game,
Yeah. Okay, so it's the
the
same
adventure takes place in a parallel world.
parallel world. That was kind of the theory going on before. That it's just a bunch of layers of this different parallel worlds. And these cycles and keep going
Vermin
and going.
is the human kingdom,
I like that. That's fun.
where you will be drawn into the power struggle for the throne.
As we always thought. I wasn't even trying to fuck the Duke's wife in the last game. I wasn't even messing around with that. So
To have her son take the throne, the Queen Regent Disa plots to set a false arisen.
okay, yeah.
But why are pawns serving a false arisen? On the other hand, the beast
Yeah. And what's his chest glowing for? There's something involved here.
Eastern nation of Batal treats pawns as the source of misfortune, and instead worship the lamp in flame to ward off calamity with Empress Nadinia at its center.
Flame.
Both kingdoms recognize the dragon as a threat,
But they have different ways of solving it, or
but their thoughts towards pawns and the arisen differ.
okay.
What will happen to the player caught between the beliefs and plots of these two nations?
All right, we gotta say that's dope. That's really dope. That adds so much. That adds so much to the story. I can't even like. That's exciting. Like that's so sick. Because the first one, it was like they tried to have all these other factions, but it just didn't feel real because it was all kind of just like thieves and criminals, and you ended up just. I mean, I guess you didn't have to fight them, but I always ended up fighting them because I didn't like. The game is very like doesn't tell you much. You have to be very like instinctual and kind of just know what to do. So there's some times where you could have went and talked to someone instead of just fighting them all, but I always ended up just going in blade swanging, you know what I'm saying? But this, like, that adds a nice little kind of cultural Civil War-ian element where it's like, who are you going to choose? Because, I mean, you got to save everyone at the same time. So I wonder what the choice is going to be.
You can learn more about some of the game's intriguing characters on our official website.
Okay.
So check it out.
What up? Wilhelmina? Dang. Quests.
In addition to the
We
main
got-
quest line, you can talk to the inhabitants of this world to receive various quests and deepen your relationship with them.
Okay.
For instance, let's look at this quest where you need to befriend some elven siblings.
Ooh. Elves?
Forgive me.
What?
You do not speak our tongue, do you? From
No.
this moment forth,
What?
so long as you remain by my side, I shall interpret for you.
What? There's elves now? Whoa. Trav archery suspended in light of an immediate crisis. So there's an elvish kingdom too? What are we doing? What are we talking about here?
My friend, if e'er I've had need to call upon your aid, 'tis now. I beg of you to join me in my sister's rescue.
Well, this
Master,
is interesting.
watch out!
Interesting. This guy's a strider, it looks like. Or an archer. Probably an archer.
This battle is ours.
Yeah, there's no
'Tis
blades
a
on
more
him.
nightmarish a sight than I had feared. My father battles the ogre while my sister is clutched in its fist.
Oh. You gotta love an ogre. Is it an ogre or a troll? Ogre. So the ogres are more likely. Oh no, that was the trolls, I think. One of them is more likely to attack women. So when you have women in your party, they will always attack the women first because that's just how they are.
But there is still hope, if I act quickly. Listen well, friend. I shall strike the beast's arm while my father holds its attention.
What?
This is as much as I can show you for
Oh.
today. Hopefully, you'll find the rest of the quest on your
You
own.
can carry people out, huh? That's sick.
In the
Okay, that's pretty fun. I mean, the whole introduction of I don't even know if I can't say if there's elves in the last. Like, I'm pretty sure there wasn't.
footage,
I missed
you can see the Sacred Arbor, which is an elf settlement. The elves there communicate in their own language.
So, frig, we can't even understand
And
it.
while the Arisen doesn't understand the language of the elves, if there's a pawn nearby who does, they will automatically translate it for you.
What?
These specializations that pawns can acquire.
Yo, what? Don't even F with me right now. That's so sick. Oh, man, they made the pawn. Oh, bruh, what? They added so much to the pawns. That's so dope.
Will make each of them more unique.
What?
And hopefully more enjoyable to journey with.
Oh my gosh. The AI
I'll
for
see
the
to it your burdens are shared between us pawns.
Bruh. Like, what are we even talking about right here? That was sick. The pawns are going to be nuts. The pawns are just going to be nuts. That's it. That's... Oh, man.
It's not only the pawn's personality that reflects the player. Just like in the first game, the player can freely create the arisen and the main pawn. However, we've used photogrammetry technology to increase photorealism.
Photogrammetry technology. I don't know.
While adding a way to simplify the process of creating characters.
Yeah, that's kind of how it was in the first one.
Selecting images that resemble the kind of look you have in mind provides a more intuitive way to create your ideal character.
Really going more forward. All right, new vocation. Here we go.
Now, I want to introduce the Trickster, a new vocation that's sure to bring something unique to your gameplay experience.
This is interesting.
Exclusive to the Arisen, the Trickster is a vocation.
So exclusive to the Arisen means you can't let your pawn, like a pawn can't be that. There's a lot of the vocations in the first game, kind of the hybrid vocations where your pawns couldn't be them as well. They're more that just remain to the basic. They could get to the second tier, but they couldn't get to that third tier, where it was more an infusion of hybrid vocations, mixing a bunch of them together. So the pawn won't be able to be this, which makes sense because this seems more like real-time strategy type stuff. You know what I'm saying? I think more for players who don't want to be in the action or be involved. Like, I don't know.
The sensor and uses the smoke it produces to conjure illusions.
Yeah.
By confusing the enemy into fighting themselves through illusions.
I just don't know how this.
Or increasing the power of pawns beyond the normal parameters for a limited period of time. This vocation focuses on support and use of unique strategies.
Super support.
The Trickster is a devious vocation that takes advantage of the enemy's enhanced behavior AI.
Ooh.
It's a great fit for players who prefer to step back from the action and manipulate the battle from the sidelines.
What?
Of unique strategies. The Trickster is a devious vocation that takes advantage of the enemy's enhanced behavior AI.
Not bad.
It's a great fit for players who prefer to step back from the action and manipulate the battle from the sidelines.
Okay. That's just for kind of lazy players, I guess.
Next, we have a few additional details to share.
It would be cool to play through like that because it would probably change the aspect of the game so much. But a lot of the fun of the game that at least I had with it was getting into the action. If you just gotta stand by and watch, like that's a play style for someone, but that ain't me, dog.
Here. Pre-orders for Dragon's Dogma 2 on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, Xbox.
That's pretty much it. I think the rest is just kind of the bonus stuff you get, deluxe editions. Wait, what are these?
The Drake and the Doolaham, along with the Warrior and Sorcerer vocation.
Wait, what?
You can wait a little longer until the release of the game.
Okay, so it's at the end here.
Before we go, let us show you some footage of the monsters we couldn't cover today.
Ooh.
The Drake and the Doolaham, along with the Warrior and Sorcerer vocations, which were also in the first game.
Oh, the Warrior, yes. That's it.
Thank you so much.
We go big sword, baby.
Woo-wee!
There it is. So the Drake is obviously a smaller dragon. The Warrior is obviously a giant sword, baby. Whoa, look at that flame. Holy shoot. That looks sick. Wow. Okay. Oh, this is... Oh, he's right up on the back. He's running on it. You can just stand on it now. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's just standing right on its head. Yes. Oh, you have to climb it before. That's sick. Okay. I personally, I love the warrior class. Like that was the class I'm doing my playthrough in right now. Like I did switch here and there to the strider just to get more endurance and stamina buffs, because you, depending on the class you pick, depends on what kind of buffs you unlock and stuff like that. So usually I'll try and pick a strider or something like that where I can get more stamina buffs and boosts. And then once warrior comes available, I'll switch to warrior, because the warrior gets a lot of just a lot of like OP buffs that make it like you take a lot less damage when you're attacking and stuff like that. So it makes fighting as the warrior a lot easier, because you're doing a lot more slower movements and stuff like that. So you need a lot more protection while you're doing that. That Draco's a small dragon. Oh, what is this? So that's the kind of sorcerer knight. What? Got no head? Oh. Oh my. That's the worst part too. When I was a warrior, there's some enemies that are really hard to fight when all you have is a giant sword. That's why it's handy to have at least a strider. Make your, if you're a warrior, make your pawn magic, because you're gonna need someone who's right by your side at all times to do magic, unless your pawn is like my pawn, an ant, who always just ended up jumping off cliffs and killing himself. It's crazy. I don't know why he always did it. He just always just pulling out some dumb shit. Okay. What the? The magic, bro. The magic in this game just blows things up so intensely. So there we have it. That's Dragon's Dogma 2. I mean, they said it all, right? Like, it's looking good, looking dope. I don't care about deluxe weapons. It's looking good so far, I think. So I'm pretty stoked on it. I still gotta finish my playthrough, so hopefully I get all that edited and uploaded before March 22nd, or I get a new Xbox or something, because I gotta get in on this one, you know what I'm saying? Because this has been a long time coming, and I'm super stoked on that. Like, if you're as stoked as I am, drop a like, hit me up in the comments, let me know what parts you're looking most excited about, or you're most excited about, looking forward to, blah blah blah, all that fun stuff. And yeah, I mean, it's crazy that it's finally here. Like, it was just getting announced like over the past year or two, and now we're actually almost there. I don't know. I'm pretty stoked on it. I'm pretty stoked. Boom, boom. And as always, I would appreciate it if y'all could do me a favor, and as always, help your boy out. Hit up nicholasridiculous.ca. Check out my work. You know what I'm saying? nicholasridiculous.ca. If you want some fresh gear, hit up underbellysociety.com. We got some dope clothes, dope gear, dope art, rugs, shoes, socks, everything you need, everything you're looking for, everything you best believe you need. And of course, Dimebag Crew music on all streaming platforms. You know what it is. It's been your boy, Nick Ridic, and we out.